Now, once you build out a section that you want to reuse, the cool thing about Page Studio is that you can save your sections. That's right, you can finally save sections in Leadpages by simply selecting the section, heading over to the expanded menu on the toolbar and selecting Save Section. You've got a shortcut for that as well, which is Command S or Control S in Windows. And by saving it, calls out the Save popover, which allows you to select a name and assign it to a specific category. Let's give this a name, Hero 1. I'll assign it to my Hero category. And once saved, you will see it accessible right inside of your saved sections on the left-hand side. So select Sections, go to Saved Section, and there you can see it visible, and you can click and add it. So this allows you to fast-track some of your page building by reusing your favorite layouts. So now that we've covered how to build out your layouts from scratch and save them as pre-made sections for later use, I want you to also explore the pre-made sections in the same sections menu. If you scroll down, you can see this library of pre-made sections that we have, and this allows you to build out pages really fast, but it also allows you to understand how our layouts come together. So let's go ahead and add a new hero, for example. You can see all these heroes that are already optimized for your various use cases. Let's say you want to have a lead magnet for your ebook download. So we'll delete the first hero that I created. We'll now go into a features section and add a features layout, maybe 2 of them. We can then go into an FAQ, add an FAQ at the bottom. Now, as you can see, as I'm adding sections, they're defaulting to the very bottom. But if you want to add a section in between, the way you do that is you select the container that you want it to be underneath. And now let's say we want to add a logo strip. We head over to logos and we add the logo strip, and it will appear right below the section that you selected earlier. Another way of doing this as well, of course, is by simply, let's say, take testimonials, dragging and dropping. So you can take, let's say we want to add this section, you can drag and drop it. And the cool thing about this as well, as you notice, is you can also drag and drop it inline in any of the existing layouts too, right? So you got that flexibility. Let's go ahead and add it as its own section just below this feature set. There we go. And there we have it, our little testimonial section. And finally, I want to add a CTA at the very bottom. Great. So that pretty much covers a full landing page that is good to go. Now, once you have all the sections added to your page, I recommend adjusting your page properties by simply selecting the bare page itself right over here, as you can see, which calls out the page property. Another way to get here is by simply off-selecting or deselecting any element on your page, right? And so the default inspector tooling is your page properties. I always like to set my content width to large. You might notice all these sections are a little bit tightened up right now with 10 pixel gap, but you can go ahead and increase this right up to reflect a larger gap between each section. And now you can see all the sections have a bit more breathing space, right? And all these sections, by the way, are mobile responsive from the get-go, so you don't have to worry about any of that, which makes it super, super efficient. Now, once you've adjusted, of course, all of your copy, the content of your pre-made sections, you've assigned styles. By the way, you have a separate video for styles coming up. Simply go ahead and click the publish button. And once you hit publish, you will notice that it'll adopt the same URL path as your page project title. That's the default. You can go ahead and set that up in settings itself under domain, where you can choose a very specific page slug. But after publishing, simply hit the open tab icon to preview your page in a new browser tab. And there you have it, the page that we just created using pre-made sections. And that marks the end of this tutorial. As you can see, it's super easy to build out your pages right inside of Page Studio by starting from scratch or leveraging our pre-made sections. And in the near future, we're planning out to release some templates with also our AI builder soon to come. So stay tuned for that. But go ahead, get accustomed to Page Studio and building out your layouts. And in the next video, I'm going to be covering styles and forms. So I'll see you there.